Hello everyone.
Hello guys, welcome to Pitching in Line. In this video, we're gonna talk about India's Test squad that is going to face in World Test Championship final, and also for the England series. First, we will talk about World Test Championship squad. This is going to be a very historical match, considering this is the first ever edition of WTC, and the final is being played in England. So, seeing the England conditions and seeing the opposition, New Zealand, do you think India has picked up a very good balanced squad?
Yes, I think it's a very good squad. It's pretty much expected as far as we are concerned, and it ticks all the boxes and lots of experience and plenty of youth who has been rewarded. Given their performances in the last few months in Australia and England series, respectively.
Mm.
So I think it's a pretty much balanced set, and it can be a competitive team for New Zealand and India.
Mm. So, I mean, there were a few questions about Prithvi Shaw.
Yeah,
One is Prithvi Shaw, one more is Bhuvneshwar Kumar,
correct.
and especially Bhuvneshwar Kumar. His record in England is phenomenal. He
Hmm.
can also, give you a little resistance with the bat compared to players like Bumrah or Shami. So, keeping that in mind, do you think India missed any trick?
As far as Prithvi Shaw is concerned, what I read is he's been given that instruction of working on his fitness to play Test cricket again. That's what I have read, and like exactly how Pant was instructed, right? To work on his fitness and come back. That's how Prithvi Shaw has been directed now. And as far as Bhuvi is concerned, Bhuvi, I think he is still not fit for the longer format, and they wanted to they and what I heard is like they want him to keep him, they want him ready for the World Cup, T20 World Cup, and so they are limiting him to the limited overs format. Even we saw in IPL he was on and off, he wasn't playing in a couple of games due to some niggles, so they are not risking him as of now. That is the reason Bowie is not featuring in this squad.
Okay, so let's try and make a playing 11. Okay, who will be your openers?
I'll go with Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill, yes, he has been, lacking some runs in past 2 months, right from the England series. But I guess no, we have invested on him. I think it's only fair to give him a go. So he will be my
Uh,
opener along with Rohit
yes,
Sharma.
even I feel the same. Rohit Sharma and Gill should be opening. I don't think so. Gill is out of form.
Yeah,
He's more of like he'll learn. It's more of inexperience than
correct,
out of form.
correct.
And coming on the final, you need if Shubman Gill shows up the way he showed up in Gaba,
Mm.
when he scored that crucial 91, I think that would be more than beneficial for India. So even I agree with Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill. And number 3, number 4, number 5, they pick themselves
Yeah,
with Pujara, Virat
Ra-
Kohli, and Ajinkya Rahane.
correct.
So now this will be the question. I mean, obviously Rishabh Pant will be the keeper
Mm.
for sure. But the bigger question is, will India opt for a specialist batsman in form of Hanuma Vihari?
Ah,
We have known India's record in swinging conditions has been utterly poor for almost last 3 to 4 years.
correct.
So do you see that do you see Vihari making the cut?
Yeah, I am tempted to see Vihari, but the problem is here is, given the fact that, you know, Jadeja, you have to play him because he is an all-round cricketer, and he has to feature in it. And
Mm.
Ashwin, because it's Southampton, if this match was taking place in Lords or Manchester, I will say that I'll go for just one spinner in form of what do you say, Ravindra Jadeja. But since Southampton is good for batting, and we have seen in the past that there is some assistance for the spinners. Wickets are generally a bit drier in Southampton as compared to the other counties in England. So I will be
Mm.
tempted to go with Ashwin and Jadeja together in the playing 11, and also given the fact that
Mm.
Ashwin is high on confidence, and even though he that was in India, given his success against the opponents in England and New Zealand also have plenty of players who aren't used to face Ashwin. So I'll go with
Hmm.
Ashwin in first place. That
Okay,
is
so
my personal opinion.
Ashwin and Jadeja.
Yeah.
That's what
Ashwin,
you're saying.
yes, yes,
So they will be your 7 and 8.
yes,
Hmm?
yes.
Hunt at 6 and they are 7 and 8. So your three pacers, I think Bumrah, Ishant, and Shami.
I'll prefer Siraj, Mohammad Siraj over Mohammad Shami. Nothing against Mohammad Shami. He has been a valuable asset for Indian team. But again, Mohammad
Hmm.
Siraj, he has grown up so well and he has bowled really well. And when there is some movement in the air, and he can really swing the ball both ways. So that is the main reason why I am preferring Mohammad Siraj over Mohammad Shami.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, as far as I am concerned, I would like to see Indian team going with 5 bowlers. That theory has worked incredibly well for us in Australia,
Correct,
and I
correct.
still feel the Indian management will go with that formula as well because they have seen a lot of success. So keeping that in mind, definitely Bumrah and Ishant Sharma make the cut. Ishant Sharma is a good swing bowler for you.
Yes.
And I agree with Ravichandran Ashwin being the first spinner. And yeah, I think even I will also go with Ravindra Jadeja, giving his all-round abilities, and he has been a player who has improved the most in the last 1.5 year.
Yeah. So
So
apart
he
from that, I just wanted to talk about the standby players. There is Abhimanyu Ishwaran who has been in selectors radar for the past few months and the past few years, I should say. He has been a good asset for Bengal team in domestic circuit. And Prasidh Krishna and Avesh Khan, and there is one interesting name called Arzan Nagwaswala. Even I didn't knew about this guy, when the name was announced. But I kind of went and searched some videos in YouTube. So I saw that he is kind of that left arm seam bowler. He kind of reminds you of Zahir Khan, and he is more of a hit the deck bowler. So I think he will be a good choice, and if he learns a lot in the nets, bowling in the nets, he has a good future ahead. For playing
yeah,
for India.
but all those bowlers won't be playing in World Test Championship final.
No, he
There'll
won't
be
play. Yeah, they won't play. But
there'll be
given the fact that they will
there'll
be
be
in the
net
nets,
bowlers.
yeah, they will be in the nets, so they will learn a lot. Like Karthik Tyagi learned in, Australia, and he has improved a lot. So this will really help him. Even though we need a left arm seamer, given Natarajan is currently nursing injury, so we have to make backup also. So I think he's a good choice going forward.
Yeah, I think all these will be net bowlers, and they'll only come into play if there's any injury to the first choice
Correct.
players. And one more, one more spot which I would really like to raise is,
Yeah. Mm.
the third seaming option for India.
Okay.
If you're thinking India is going to go with three paces and two spinners,
Correct. Correct.
and uh, do you do you want to look at Shardul Thakur as the third pacer because he can also give that batting stability, given that India hasn't really had a very good record overseas. Do you think Kohli will be tempted in including Shardul Thakur?
I feel not. At least I feel maybe in the England series, maybe after second and third Test match, but not in World Test Championship. I think Kohli will prefer tried and tested, experienced 11, who have proved their worth. So I think this will be the 11. Shardul Thakur, I think he has to wait for some time to get the game.
Yeah, I
Get
think
the game.
let's first talk about the finals.
Yeah.
In finals, I think what my prediction would be will be in case if they're going with five bowler theory,
Yeah.
and if it's three paces and two spinners, then it will be Ashwin Jadeja and Bumrah, Shami, and Ishant Sharma,
Yeah.
or Siraj, anything. But
Mm.
if they're going with 4 paces and one spinner, then
Mm.
they'll definitely Shardul Thakur
Okay.
as that all-round spot.
Mm.
That's what I feel.
And talking about the conditions and the opposition we have in the World Test Championship,
Hmm.
what do you expect in that final? Given the fact that New Zealand are the team which always flies under the radar. People often don't talk much about their team a lot, but what do you feel are the strengths and weaknesses of New Zealand, which can cause a challenge for India in the final?
Hmm. Things New Zealand has been a very good all-round team. To be
Yeah.
very honest, I know they haven't really played in subcontinental pitches in this Test Championship cycle against India or any other teams, but they are still a very good, formidable team. They have excellent seam bowling options with Trent Bolt, Tim Southey, Neil Wagner, and Kylie Jamieson. So it's
Hmm.
a world class attack, and mind you, they actually kind of thrashed India and New Zealand. It's just been an year back, 2020 January.
Yeah, beginning. Yes.
Before the Corona took over,
Hmm.
they actually beat India pretty convincingly in both the Test matches. And their batting as well. Kane Williamson would again be the rock of their batting order, and he has been in a terrific form. He has been piling runs after runs. So I think New Zealand is a very all round team, and they'll be very confident.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. So we are really looking forward for that big England summer coming up. Not only that final and the big test series against England. Looking forward for an exciting, test series in England. So that's it, guys. We'll see you in the other video. Until then, tata. Bye.